This way it comes apart real quick.
Did you hear me pop my tongue and then
That was a good one.
at the
That
same
was a good
time?
one.
Did you hear the jaw
I did
pop
not
in
hear
there?
the jaw pop. Hey everybody, welcome to Seriously Lighthearted Yoga.
Yeah.
Picking up where we left off yesterday, talking about pleasure and pain. Kind of a revisitation of what we spoke about a while ago. This is a long time ago. Actually,
Yeah.
we've spoken about this a few different times in the
several
past.
times.
It's pretty
It's a
important.
point we want to hammer home in case you haven't figured out.
Really just
Yeah.
drive it in there. Drive
Mhm.
it. Drive it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Start driving it, guys.
Stop driving it. Okay, so what I want to bring up today is this idea that some things are kind of disguised as pleasure because they are really pleasurable at first. And then a certain arbitrary amount of distance kind of jumps in between, but then that same pleasurable thing becomes painful later. This is the classic example is eating junk food. It tastes great. Cool. But then, 2 years later, when you can't get off the couch because the Lay's potato chips have weighed you down too much, you have
We are not sponsored
the
by
pain.
Lay's.
So,
We're affiliated with Lay's in any way.
what he said.
It's a
You have the
registered
pain. You
trademark.
can't get off the couch. The fact that there is that 2-year gap in between doesn't make that unconnected. It doesn't. The distance is irrelevant here in this case. The pleasure ends up in pain, and this is exactly kind of that cycle that I'm trying to help you guys recognize so you can pull yourselves out of it. But pleasurable things, generally, if you're seeking them out, become painful after a while. So, always take those pleasurable things with a grain of salt. You can enjoy them while you're having them. Like, okay, fine, not a problem. Let them come and go. However, recognize that in those moments that are a little more painful too, like that is also part of the relationship between that. So you do have to have both in a sense. And the more you start to notice that, the more you'll just, I guess, be okay with it and recognize that you don't need either of them.
Yeah,
Take that into your practice and see what happens.
Yeah, once you break that sort of a dependency, it's very liberating. I believe is the term that we're looking for. It's a
enlightening.
Yeah, it's that too. It's all of the above. But yeah, bring that into your further practice in sort of any way you see fit. And again, that's pleasure and pain, guys. So high five somebody. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.